Alright, here we are with today's video. Today we're doing something a little bit different. I have done something a bit like this on the channel before, but not a lot of you guys were around when I did it, so I'll probably I'll show you guys a thumbnail right about here. So yeah, if you guys want, go check that out. But that was Flight before the start of June, but now we're doing Flight in June. So basic gist of what's going on: we are at the draft lottery in start today. We simulated the rest of the season. The Lakers won the championship, yada yada yada. We're gonna wait and see where Flight gets drafted, probably number 1. So whoever has the number 1 pick will be rebuilding that team, and then just basically rebuild the team around FlightReacts in June. So that's the entire video. I probably should have done this idea at the start of June, but you know, it's never too late. So today we're rebuilding a team around FlightReacts in June. So yeah, Flight is projected to go number 1 in basically everything in the draft class. It's just the 2020 draft class that we've got him in. He's projected to go number 1 to the Pistons, but we still need to go past the draft lottery first. So here we are at the lottery. Let's see who gets the number 1 pick. And it's the New York Knicks. Okay, so we get the Knicks to rebuild around FlightReacts. That's if they actually take him, because it is the Knicks. You never know what could happen here. The NBA draft. Let's see what team we will be rebuilding. I'm guessing it's the Knicks. Surely they don't mess up this much. Yes, sir. We get FlightReacts, and we're rebuilding the New York Knicks. Rookie signings. Of course, we're going to sign FlightReacts. He's a 95 overall. I'll go through all his stats here in a second here. So Flight, I gave him an A+ inside, A+ mid-range, and A+ 3-point shot. I gave him a D- inside defense because, you know, he's a shooting guard. He's not really known for his defense. I did give him an A- perimeter defense because he's in June, right? He's in June. Playmaking's an A. His rebound isn't the greatest because, you know what, he's 6'3", 6'4". Physicals, I've given him an A+. IQ a B. Potential is set at an A. So that's all of those stats there. That's pretty decent. He's going to be a very good scorer, and it should be very nice to rebuild the Knicks around. Just real quick, did you guys know that you should subscribe to the channel? We're trying to hit 2,000 subscribers. It would be dope if you guys could help us out. Hit that subscribe button, hit the red button. It would be absolutely amazing if you guys could do that. I'd appreciate it very much if you guys could do it. Join the cam crew. It would be absolutely amazing. Also, if you have subscribed, hit the like button. The like button helps us out a lot. Team player options for the New York Knicks here. Alfred Payton, Taj Gibson, Bobby Portis, all players that we can use in trades. Qualifying offers, Alonzo Trier, if he does want to come back on the qualifying, I'm quite happy to do that. Just so you guys know, this is not a realistic rebuild. We're just going to try and build the best team we can around Flight. That's the entire gist of the video. First off, we need to get rid of Bobby Portis and Julius Randle because I'd like to sign Anthony Davis. I reckon he could help Flight out a lot here. So we're looking for someone on a very much cheaper deal. Blake Griffin, definitely not one of those people. Clint Capella, on the other hand, that could work. Play Clint at the 5. I mean, we've got Mitchell Robinson. Mitch is always a good backup center. I'll do that. Clint Capella for the first season should be nice. Do we still need to get rid of some cap? Oh no, we can just sign Anthony Davis right now, right here, right now. Can we get him? No, he's going back. He's going back to the Lakers, bro. He's going back to the Lakers. So, just for good luck, we will get Hassan Whiteside, and if not Hassan, we'll get Andre Drummond, because you know that's a downgrade from AD. So here we are. We don't get anyone except for Hassan and Drummond, but we'll sign Hassan instead of Drummond. But we don't get Anthony Davis because he went to the Lakers. Awesome. Gallinari could be a good trade piece if we could free up a little bit more cap and trade for Gallinari. That would be pretty good. If we could go like this and say Alfred Payton, get rid of that contract, we could probably get someone. Kristaps Porzingis, yeah, sure, he's a shooting big man who can play the 4 for us alongside what's his name, FlightReacts here. And I'm thinking we don't need. Oh, Tim Hardaway's contract's got to go. Same with Taj Gibson. They have got to go, man. And we can get 2 firsts for Tim Hardaway Jr. Thank you. We can also get a 1st and a 2nd from Detroit. Is there someone wanting to give us 2 firsts? Nope. Detroit's picks offer, it seems to be the best bet. There we go. We got another 1st round pick for next year. Now, we can sign Danilo Gallinari to a contract, move him to the small forward, and trade him away, see what we can get here. If we go Gallinari, we can get Kyle Lowry for a season and then drop his cap and try and get someone in free agency next season. I guess we could do that. Yeah, sure, that could work. So we got Kyle Lowry, Flight, Kevin Knox as our starting small forward. Uh-oh. Just realized we could play RJ Barrett as our starting small forward, eh? Just realized we can do that. That sounds decent enough. And then we could get rid of Brazingis here. Ignis Brazingis with Dennis Smith Jr. because we're not going to use him. For Draymond Green, sure, we take on some cap, but I mean, we could trade that contract away pretty easily. I mean, yeah, we could actually move him to the small forward and start him there for this season. Yeah, I'm alright with this team for now. I'll go down training camps. We've only got the one training camp. Jesus, New York. Jesus. We will give it to Clint Capella. Sure. So, our rotation for this first season: Kyle Lowry, Fly, RJ, Kristaps, and Clint Capella. We then have Mitchell Robinson, Draymond, Matt Thomas, and Michael Beasley coming off of our bench. Scoring options: Fly, Kristaps, and Kyle Lowry. Yes, Dave Fizdale is still the coach. I haven't been able to control that yet. Until now, we're going to fire Dave Fizdale, and we're going to just bring Jacob Underwood in for a year. And we got a 4-star system proficiency with 7 seconds. Just by adding those few players, we are now the 11th seed projected by NBA.com. So let's see what happens with FlightReacts on the New York Knicks. Well, we've got ourselves 2 All-Stars. Flight makes the All-Star team in his first season, and Kristaps Porzingis is also an All-Star. We finished the season with a 51-31 record. Giannis is the MVP, putting up 31-16. Jeez, mate. Flight wins Rookie of the Year, putting up 19, 6, and 7. That's not bad. Schroeder, 6th man. Kawhi defense. Zion, most improved, sorry, and Doc Rivers Coach of the Year. Flight makes all-rookie first team. I mean, that makes sense. He won Rookie of the Year. And the Knicks managed to make the playoffs as a 3 seed. Porzingis put up 25, 8, and 1. Gee whiz, Kristaps, you went off. 19, 7, and 6 for Flight. 16, 3, and 2 for RJ. 16, 2, and 10 for Kyle Lowry. 13, 11, and 1 for Clint Capella. Very nice stats from our team there. Team stats. Points per game. So offensively, we were the 9th best offensive team. Defensively, we were the 3rd best, and differential, we were the 4th best. First round, here against Boston. Let's simulate round, see what happens. Hopefully we can go to the second round. We're up 3-0, so I'm not too concerned, although it is the Celtics. Sometimes the Celtics pull out some crazy stuff in 2K, like forcing a game 7 and us almost blowing it. We go to the second round where we're taking on the Sixers. Let's sim around here. I actually don't think we're going to win this series. I can tell you that right now. I don't think we're winning this series. We're down 3-0 and we get swept in the second round. The Lakers win the chip and AD wins finals MVP. We're at the lottery. I don't think we have a pick. We might actually, yeah, we have the projected 1 pick via Detroit, and we fall down to 5 because that's what normally happens when you have the projected 1 pick. And we also have the 21st pick via Minnesota and the 28th pick via Dallas. Now, we need to just bring in an entirely new front office, please. Can we just bring in an entirely new front office? Head coach, Frank Vogel. I'd appreciate it if you came onto our team, mate. Assistant coach, Stephen Dawkins. Sure, man. And trainer, Taylor Stewart. Sure, I'm alright with that. Or Glenn Howard. That would work. I'm happy with that too. So I would prefer Glenn Howard over Taylor Stewart just because you get more training camps and we should be okay. So we actually had a lot of picks here. We're going to take Evan Mobley, Trendon Watford, Samuel Williamson, and DJ Carton. I'm happy with those guys. Everyone else, I'm not a big fan of bringing back. Mitchell Robinson, RJ Knox, and Matt Thomas. Quite happy to bring back those guys. Kadeem Allen, not so much. Giannis is here in free agency, which means can we free up a little bit of cap here? Draymond, I mean, that's a bit of a salary dump. If you're thinking about it, I'll take that from Utah. Cheers. Can we possibly, please, we need to free up 20 mil. If we do get him, that means we don't need Kristaps, although we could play him at the 5, but if we do, or we could also play him at the 3. The thing is, though, if we want to have Giannis, we're going to have to trade Kristaps, and personally, I'd prefer Giannis over Kristaps, even just for the chance to get Giannis. I would do it. Marvin Bagley isn't the worst. We also get Buddy Hield in that deal, though. Can we get something that isn't so, like, heavy on the salary like that? DeAndre Ayton. I like that. I like DeAndre. I'll do that. Then we can trade away Marcus Morris, sorry. Because we got Marcus Morris with that deal, we can move him to small forward. And we can trade away Marcus Morris. And see if we can get some picks for him. Yes, we can from OKC. Thank you. And can we now try and sign Giannis Antetokounmpo to the New York Knicks? Please. We just gave up Kristaps for you, please. Yes, we can get Giannis. This is going to be a good rebuild, lads. We've got this. In case Giannis wants to go somewhere else, we'll try and get Kawhi. We didn't offer him a no-trade clause, so I guess he doesn't want to come to the Knicks. And, I mean, we'll also try Paul George a deal as well if we don't get Giannis. But I'm pretty sure we got Giannis. Let's go. However, looking at it, we still have bird rights on Kyle Lowry. So, Kyle, welcome to the team, man. If you'd like to sign back here, I'll do that. Move you to the shooting guard and try and get a better starting point. Pascal Siakam's pretty good. Yeah. Why not? Why not? And then we could play Giannis at the 3. He goes up to a 99 overall. That young guy that we just got, Pavlovsky, we can move him to the power forward. Unless we need a backup power forward, which we actually do. Okay. I mean, we could also move Evan Mobley there. So, let's just see who goes up more. Alright, Evan goes up to an 82, so sure, we'll do that. We need someone with a little bit more cap so we can trade for a better starting point. So, Thomas Stanarowski, if he'd like to come on the team, we'll move him because he's got a bit of salary onto his name. So, we'll get Thomas, and hopefully we can trade him for a good, starting point guard. Eric Bledsoe, I think he's probably going to be one of the better things we get. So, Eric, welcome to the team. We'll move you to the 2, mate. And we'll go Eric plus Pavlovsky. Could we get a better starting point guard, please? I mean, I don't know if you'd say he's better, but Derrick Rose, trade value-wise, is better. So, Derrick Rose, we move to the shooting guard, and we do this again. So, Rose plus... I mean, we don't need Matt Thomas anymore. Yes, I know Klay Thompson is not a point guard, but it's Klay Thompson. There's no way we are not bringing him onto our team. Flight could actually play the point. Like, if worst comes to worst, we could just play Flight at the point guard. Like, I'm happy to run a rotation like that, lads. I'm quite happy to. I'm going to training camp. So, we've actually got 3 training camps this year. And we're going to untap potential. And we're going to give it to Mitchell Robinson. He's coming off our bench. Same with Evan Mobley. Eric Paschal. Also someone we could use it with as well. I'm going to go Trenton Watford, though. Looking at it, outside Mitchell Robinson and Evan Mobley, I think we could probably do better. Such as bringing in Tyler Hero to come off our bench. I'm alright with that. We now just need a point guard. And we could probably go here, trade these guys for maybe a point guard. Such as Tyrese Halliburton. There we go, we've got our team set. Starting 5 for this season, Flight, Klay Thompson, Giannis, Pascal, and DeAndre Ayton. We then have Mitchell Robinson, Evan Mobley, Tyler Hero, and Tyrese Halliburton coming off our bench. Scoring options, we're going to go with Flight, Giannis, and then Pascal. And we're running a balanced system, well, because it's a 4.5-star preferred system. And we're the 1 seed, but what did you expect? We have Giannis. We've got 2 All-Stars this year in Giannis, who's of course an All-Star captain, and we got Flight on his team, who was picked last. So at the end of this second season, we go 73-9. We got our boy Giannis winning MVP, Jalen Johnson, Bol Bol, Kawhi, Theo Maledon, and Frank Vogel winning Coach of the Year. All the awards there. Of course, we had Giannis All-NBA first team, but that's not the man we are looking for here. Our man, FlightReacts, makes All-NBA third team. Let's go. Player stats, Giannis averaged 28, 12, and 8. You know, Giannis type things. 26, 7, and 5 for Flight. What's going on there? That's a big jump, man. That's awesome. 17, 4, and 1 for Siakam. 15, 2, and 4 for Klay. 12, 10, and 1 for DeAndre. And Tyler Hero. There's our bench numbers, if you guys were wondering. Offensively, we were first. Defensively, we were first. And differential, we absolutely slaughtered the league. Holy moly. I don't think we're going to have much of a challenge this playoffs, but watch us lose in the first round now. And we get past the Hawks pretty dang easily, where we're taking on Boston in the second round. And I think we should... Oh, no. They won one at this Madison Square... Okay, we're up 3-1. We're good. We're good. We're so good. Yes, man. We have made it to the Eastern Conference Finals, where we're taking on the Chicago Bulls, who have Zach LaVine. They've added Kawhi Leonard. Uh-oh. Kawhi versus Giannis. Let's see who wins. Okay, Giannis wins. Wins in a sweep series, where we're taking on Luka Doncic in the Mavericks, who've also added Steven Adams and OG Anunoby. They win game 1. We tie it 2-2, 3-2 us. I think we could win in 6 here. Yes, we do. We win in 6 games and Giannis is Finals MVP. So we've won a championship here, but we've got 1 more season to come. Draft lottery, do we have a projected first pick? We have the 6th pick via Miami and 14th via Detroit. We have the 8th and 14th pick and 16th picks. Okay, so we've got a decent amount of picks here. With our picks, we got Cam Fletcher, KJ Martin, James Bouknight, and Julian Newman on our team. Fair enough. Team player options, we're bringing back all 3 of those guys. I want them both. We need to re-sign DeAndre Ayton to our team. So, yeah, I think he's our only free agent, if I'm not mistaken. We've also got to sign Mitchell Robinson as well. It doesn't matter. We got both of them back, and, yeah, we should be all right. We're just going to run it back. 3 training camps here. We'll go to Untapped Potential 2. We'll give it to Evan Mobley. Sure. why not? We'll also give it to Tyler Hero and Tyrese Halliburton as well. By the way, I am going to make some changes to this season because it wouldn't be very entertaining for you guys if I just run it back. So I'm going to move Flight back to the shooting guard and try and get a good starting point guard for Clay. And you know what? I'm going to trade for Lonzo Ball. I know I don't trade for Lonzo that much, and I think he'll fit nicely alongside Flight, Flight doesn't really pass that much, whereas Lonzo very much pass first point. I could go for someone like a Chris Paul or a DeJounte Murray, but I think I get those two too many times, so I'm going to go Lonzo Ball here. Change it up a little bit, you know? Change it up a little bit. So our rotation for this final season, Lonzo, Flight, Giannis, Siakam, and Ayton starting 5. We then have Mitchell Robinson, Evan Mobley, Tyler Hero, and Tyrese Halliburton off of our bench. Still going to go with Flight, Giannis, and Siakam as scoring options. We still have a 4.5-star system, and we are still the projected 1 seed, so let's see how we do. Well, this is a bit weird. We've only got 1 All-Star in Giannis, but no Flight. Why is Flight regressing? So once again, Giannis is MVP. We go 62 and 60. Chet Holmgren, Rookie of the Year. Dinwiddie, 6-man. AD, Defensive. Luka, Most Improved. And Frank Vogel, Coach of the Year. We, of course, get Giannis All-NBA First Team, but I don't think we're going to get Flight. And that's a no. We don't get Flight on any teams, but we finish as a 1 seed. Flight still averaged 21, 4, and 4. That's still pretty good, but I don't understand why his numbers are dropping. Siakam, 19, 4, and 2. Ayton, 13, 10, and 1. Lonzo, 11, 3, and 13 assists. Gee whiz, Lonzo. But there's the rest of the stats if you guys were wondering. Points per game will first, defensively will first, and differential will first. First round here against the Hornets. Let's see what happens. We do take the dub in 5 games where we're taking on the Miami Heat, and let's see what happens here. We lose game 1. That's not a good sign at all. But we're up 3-1, and we go to the Eastern Conference Finals once again, where we're taking on Kawhi's Chicago Bulls, who also still have Zach LaVine as well. They tie the series 3-1, 3-2, and we win in 6 games, where we are taking on the New Orleans Pelicans, who still have Brandon Ingram and Zion. They've added Gobert. That defense front court is dangerous. But sim around, we lose game 1. That's not good at all. Okay, we're up 3-1. I think we should be fine. Yeah, we've definitely won this game. I can tell you that. We definitely won that game. We are back-to-back champions, and Giannis wins Finals MVP. That's awesome. So here's our roster, guys. If you guys were wondering, somehow Flight regressed, but that's okay. So here's the team if you guys were thinking about it. But hopefully you guys all have enjoyed this. If you did, please be sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already. It would be absolutely amazing if you guys could do that. We're trying to hit 2,000 subs, so it'd be absolutely awesome if you guys could hit the red button, show your support for the channel. But that's going to do it, guys. I'll catch you guys in the next video.